Welcome to the third episode of this season's Super Cyclone Challenge. It has come quite a lot later than we were first hoping, due to many reasons why the episodes have been backlogged, and it's gone back a week and another week and another week, partly due to storms, partly due to other events. Well, probably mostly to do with storms, actually, whether it was tropical storms or UK streaming that I had to do, couple of storm chases and all of that, but we're finally back after the farce that was Christian's game last time. We are hoping for something, a change of fortune. Fingers crossed we get it tonight. And our contestant here with us on this occasion is someone that I'm quite excited about, because I just have a good feeling about no less than Monsoon Jr. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Yep,
Now,
the Cyclone Simulator guy is here.
yeah, I was going to say, most people in the tropical world know you for being the Cyclone Simulator guy. So,
Yep.
I think part of my, getting to know you phase on the
I've
beginning
been
of the game show is...
kind of lazy about updating it lately.
Well, tell us more about it, though. How did it come about, and what motivates you to continue it?
Yeah, I believe back in 2017, when I first got into tracking, I also found those Scratch simulators. Yeah, that kind of inspired me. Then I began working on this in 2018 during summer.
Now,
Started coding it in JavaScript.
yeah, it must take a lot of work to do. I'm not really a code expert, so to me, it's kind of it's cool. Is it a lot of work, and is it secret? Is the code secret?
Now the code is open source. You can just find it on GitHub.
All right. Well, there we go. And
No, the code is a little messy. I say a little.
Still, I find it absolutely fascinating. And I can't remember, but something tells me that you are quite knowledgeable in the Cyclone field. Are you a well-read up historian? How do you reckon you might do on tonight's game?
I think I'd probably do better on more recent seasons. I'm not super
well, we get all kinds.
I know some of the history, but I don't think I'm super knowledgeable, especially on really old seasons in the Western Pacific or whatever.
Yikes. Well, we're going to get all kinds of questions, so maybe you'll get lucky.
No, some things about older Atlantic seasons.
Yeah, maybe you'll get lucky with it. Now, for this edition of the Super Cyclone Challenge, if you've just tuned into our series for the first time this time around, the game has changed. We still have our usual stages throughout all the questions up the mile per hour tree. But guess what? Shocker, the lifelines are all gone. Yep. Boop, boop, boop. Sad. But instead, we have a new preliminary round where it's a quick fire. Our contestant tries to name as many items in a 10-second period as possible that answers my question. You'll get the idea in a moment. And then that amount...
Just hoping I don't end up just drawing a blank under pressure or anything like that.
Oh boy. And that will amount to lives. And they want to get as many lives as possible, which gives them multiple chances, multiple wrong answers before they, lose the game. But as always, there's the 5 safe... How many safe zones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always get that wrong. 5 safe zones. 40 miles an hour, 75, 115, 150, and 180. It knocks me off because...
Southern Hemisphere might be another weak point of mine.
It knocks me off because there's 6 phases but 5 safe zones. And of course, Monsoon, you can walk away on any question, and that will guarantee what you're currently on. All right? So, what's your target? Do you have one?
I think just at least getting to hurricane status.
Like Cesar in episode 1? Yep.
Yeah. Or maybe I could go for Cat 2. How about that?
Yeah, very respectable. These days, getting to hurricane status is quite respectable, it seems, because people have commented that it's gotten quite difficult. I don't do it consciously, but I guess it's just turned out that way. Maybe it's because I've ran out of easy questions that aren't recycled every 10 minutes, because that would be boring. So I don't know, maybe that's increased the difficulty a bit. Whatever, I don't know. Are you ready to roll?
All right.
All right then. Here's the
Let's
preliminary
go.
round. Wish you luck with this. You will have only 10 seconds from the moment the last word leaves my lips. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. I would like you to name as many as you can global storm names beginning with the letter Y. Go.
Including retired,
Yep,
Yasa,
anything.
Yvette.
Time's up. We got 2. Yasa and Yvette. You could have said Yasi. That would have been a one that was close by. Many others that could have been said there. Yvonne, Yagi, Yutu, Yolanda, Yancy, Yolanda. Spelt 2 different ways. Yunya, Yuri, Yalo, Yanni, Yanni. 2 Yannis. Yan, Yates,
Yeah,
Yan,
lots
Yin,
of
York, and Yule.
weird names out there.
That's all of them. Okay, well, it's not gone so well, but we've got 2 lives to play with, and I'm really hoping that that will get you to hurricane status, which is what you're wanting. Let's get on with the first question then. You feel up for it?
All right.
This should be a breeze, let's hope so. Question 1. Which of these affects tropical cyclones? Is it wind shear, cosmic shear, shear walls, or sheep shears?
Wind shear. Final answer.
That's the right answer for 20 miles an hour. Yes. Yeah, I just think of all that wool. Here's the next question for 30 miles per hour. What was the strongest non-Greek storm of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season? Was it Teddy, Paulette, Laura, or Hannah?
I believe it was Laura.
Final answer.
Final answer.
7 seconds gone there, and that was an excellent choice. It is the right answer for 30 miles per hour. No problems so far. It's applauding in the background, all that jazz. Is question number 3. In 2004, what was Hurricane Ivan's estimated peak pressure? Was it 1010 millibars, 980 millibars, 910 millibars, or 890 millibars?
I think 910 millibars is the only one that makes sense, so I'd go with that. Final answer.
Alright, you sure it weren't 890?
I don't think so.
No, I don't either. It's the right answer for 35 miles per hour. Very good.
I don't think there were any sub-900 storms between Gilbert and Wilma, or Rita, between Gilbert and Rita, so...
Yeah, very impressive. Plain sailing so far. This next one will get us to that fabled tropical storm status. Which 2022 storm made landfall in Puerto Rico? Is it Earl, Fiona, Ian, or Lisa?
Fiona, final answer.
Blimey, you didn't flinch at all. That is the right answer for tropical storm status. And what is the name of this storm of
yours? How about my real name of Ryan?
Tropical Storm Ryan. Well, better than... Yeah, Tropical
There are
Storm
other
Monsoon
Ryans, like...
wouldn't really make
I'd be
sense.
confused. The reason I'm going by Monsoon is, like... People would confuse me with Ryan Leahy, since my name is Ryan Lane. It's very similar.
Yes, that's right. I remember now. So similar. Maybe that's a sign of things to come, because Ryan Leahy is one of the best at this game, so that would be nice. Huh?
Yeah.
$40 guaranteed, by the way. Well done. Let's get on to stage 2 questions, and this will get us up to 75 miles per hour if you get the next 4 questions right. 2 lives. Here's question 5. You've got 30 seconds. Not that time was an issue in the first round. Here we go. Category 5 hurricanes Allen and Gilbert were separated by how many years? Was it 2, 5, 8, or 12?
8, final answer. Allen was in 1980 and Gilbert was in 1988.
Nothing more to say. That's the right answer. Very good for 50 miles per hour. feels like, we've had a very long time since someone did extremely well on a normal game show, so I just want anyone who turns up here to do really well. Doing good so far. Here's the next question. How many names were retired in the 2014 Atlantic hurricane season? Was it none, 1, 2, or 3?
None, final answer.
Laura. You don't want any time to think about that?
It was 2014 Atlantic, correct?
Yes. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's the right answer. No problem there. 60 miles per hour. Perfect. I'm looking back at this question. It's actually got a slight subjective element to it, but I'm hoping you get the right answer out of these choices. Just have a little think about it. The last major El Nino event peaked in which year? Was it 2005, 2010, 2015, or 2020?
2015, final answer.
Yeah, I say that it could be slightly subjective because what's the
2018 could be considered one
of major?
That's not even an answer choice, so...
Yeah, so we got away with that one, and so did you. That is the right answer for 70 miles per hour. We got very good if we got it wrong. But there we go. Wow, we are really storming through this. Still at 2 lives. And the next question gets us to a guaranteed hurricane status 75 miles per hour. That's what you came for. And here it is. In 1954, Hurricane Carol made its strongest impact in which region? Is it New England, Bermuda, the Florida Peninsula, or the Yucatan Peninsula? Florida Panhandle or the Yucatan
New
Peninsula?
England, final answer.
Not that you needed much help there. Just to clarify, that was the Florida Panhandle, not Peninsula. But you got the right answer anyway. Hurricane status! Guaranteed. Alright, well we got to that stage very quickly. How are you feeling about all that?
I've been feeling a bit nervous so far, but I'm doing pretty well, so...
And to have 8 questions correct, that's 1/3 of the entire way through the game. But it is going to get probably a lot more difficult.
Only 2 alive, so...
It is tough, and this question might be one of those. Just remind us, you're on the US West Coast, aren't you?
Yep.
So are you more well-versed with the Pacific than the Atlantic, or...?
Probably more so with recent years than anything historical, though I think I know some, like 1959 or something, had a big storm hit Mexico, so...
2 big storms that year, yeah. Alright then, here's stage 3. Feel free to think about it. Tell us what you're thinking before you go to your final answer. You've got 40 seconds. It's quite a long time. I'll obviously warn you when your time gets low. Question 9 for 80 miles per hour. In 1971, which state did long-lived Hurricane Ginger finally make landfall? Is it Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, or Virginia?
I believe it was one of the Carolinas.
Alright.
So, my first choice, I'm gonna go with South Carolina.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Are you going to be worried if this is wrong, or you feel you're home free now and you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might be North Carolina, so...
Well, I can tell you that South Carolina is the wrong answer.
Alright, I'll go with North Carolina. Final answer.
Okay, then I didn't even need to read out the question again, then. He's gone for North Carolina for the final answer. I really hope this is right for you, and of course it is. It's the right answer for 80 miles per hour, North Carolina. Okay, 1 life left. This will get us to 90 miles per hour. And you said earlier that, if things go really well, you might hit Academy 2. Only 2 questions away, but only 1 life. Here it is. Next question for 90. What was the name of the Pacific crossover which made landfall in Myanmar in 1992? Is it Harriet, Forrest, Gordon, or Colleen?
I believe it was forest. Final answer.
What makes you think it was forest?
I recall there being a crossover typhoon named Forest around that time. There's another one named Gay a few years, I think it was earlier in like 1980 some odd, 89 or whatever. 92, I think it was Forest.
All right. It is the right answer for 90 miles per hour. All right. Good going. Really doing well. Better than Cesar so far. But don't forget that you could drop back down to 75 if you give me a wrong answer, and you can walk if you don't know it. I just want to make that clear. We've not had people walk away for ages and they always get stung. So here's the next question. Good luck, whatever you choose to do. Here it is. In 1915, major hurricanes affected New Orleans and which other Gulf Coast city? Is it Mobile, Galveston, Corpus Christi, or Tampa?
Galveston, final answer.
He knows that one. It is fairly well known. It is the right answer for 100 miles per hour.
The 1900 storm is more well known, but yeah, there was another one in 1915.
That's totally right. And we sort of lump them together when we think of them in history. 1900 and 1915, which wasn't as severe as the earlier one. Well, there we go. Category 2 for you. And the next question, if you get it right, this is the big gambling point, will secure Category 3 status for good. Here it is. 40 seconds. Question 12. Oh, man. This might be difficult. I don't know what I'd say to this one. Which 2018 cyclone made its landfall furthest south? Was it Mikunu, Titli, Luban, or Gaja?
Oh, I think it was Gaja. That was like made landfall like Tamil Nadu or something, like the southern tip of India. So I'd go with Gaja. Final answer.
If it were me, I'd be absolutely stumped with this question. I wouldn't have a clue. But that might just be my memory. For 115 miles per hour in Category 3, Ryan, Gaja is the right answer. Yes! Excellent!
Major hurricane.
It is major hurricane status. I'm so pleased. It's been a while since we got here the first time this series that we've had a major hurricane in our basin. Put that on Cyclone Sim. All right, excellent. You've got a whole minute to answer these next questions, which, if you get the next 4 correct, will get you all the way to 150 miles per hour Super Cyclone. Name of the game. But initially, the next question here will get you to 125 miles per hour, number 13. Of course, you can gamble because nothing to lose on this first question. Here it is. Kujira was the first super typhoon of which season? 2000, 2003, 2010, or 2018? Kujira.
Oh, I'm not sure. I think it was 2003. Not sure about. I think 2010 only had like no others than Maggie or something. Not sure. I'd go with 2003. Final answer.
Final answer locked in. Interesting way of thinking. Could it be 125 miles per hour? Well, I can tell you that 2003 is the right answer. We're still going. Still going strong. I mean, this might turn out to be a historic performance if you've done this across 2 lives.
Yeah, doing better than I expected.
We are already getting on to question number 14 out of 24, which will get us to 130 miles per hour. Is that how it goes? I can't even remember what my levels are. Yes, 130. It's been that long since we've been up here. Good luck. 1 minute on the clock. How many hurricanes have made a direct landfall on Key Largo, Florida? Is it none, 2, 4, or 8? How many recorded hurricanes have made a direct landfall on Key Largo?
I have no idea, so I'm just gonna wing it and say 2.
Are you sure? You can walk. You've got a little bit to lose. Just want to make sure.
I'm gonna risk it and say final answer 2.
Oh, he's got a risk. Oh boy. Do you think it's right? You knew that line was coming.
I don't think it's right.
Okay. For 130 miles per hour, he's gone with 2. And 2 is the correct answer. Yes, again. Sometimes luck there, fortune favours the brave. I think we found once again. Wow, 2 questions away from super status. When we thought at the beginning with only 2 lives this would be a struggle. My goodness, we're on question 15 here. Another minute on the clock. Good luck. How many times has the name Bonnie been used in the Atlantic? Is it 5, 6, 7, or 8? Uh-oh.
Not sure about how many times Bonnie was used before 1979, but I know it was used in 80, 86, 92, 98, 2004, 2010, 2016, and 2022. That alone is 8 right there. That's like the... List the answer choices again.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Sounds like you're going to go for 8.
8, final answer.
Oh boy. Well, you took the time there, used your time very well to ascertain through those naming lists that 8 is the right answer for 140 miles per hour. This is insane.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Bonnie was used before 1979, but it seems not.
There we go. Nope. 140 miles per hour. I'm getting very excited about this. But we could still trip up at any point. Just want to make sure that you can walk if you don't know the answer, because now you would drop from 140 to 115. It's a fair bit of a drop there. But if we get it right, we're into the next safe zone and things get really interesting. Question 16 for 150 miles per hour. Here it is. When did the first Eastern Pacific hurricane form in 2003? Was it May, June, July, or August? The first Eastern Pacific hurricane of 2003.
This is a tough one. Not sure about this. I'm gonna walk.
You are?
Since it's rare.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer. I'm gonna
right.
walk in this question.
He's walking away, and I think that is
no super cyclone for me, but hey.
Very well, you know, I think you've done extremely well there. 140 miles per hour, $140. Fantastic work. Excellent stuff. So, come on then, what would you have guessed?
Oh, I think I would have guessed June, because just a wild guess.
Well, 2003 being big La Nina year, I think it was, and the Eastern Pacific being notably restrained that year, the answer was August.
Yeah.
So it would have been the wrong answer down to 115. You've absolutely done the right thing. 140 miles per hour for Ryan, otherwise known as Monsoon. Fantastic work. How do you feel?
Pretty good. This is still better than I expected.
Yeah, and you made absolutely the most out of the game. That's wonderful. Any other thoughts or things or anything you'd like to plug on your way out before we finish up? Up to you.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you've got the Cyclone sim. I enjoy that sometimes.
Yeah.
People go bonkers with it, though. But there we go.
Yeah. I think over the summer I could do some work on it, improve it some.
Ooh, look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, big project there. Really good going with that as well. But thank you very much for playing this.
Cleaning up code.
Yeah. Beaming up all of that code. I wouldn't have a clue where to begin. Thanks very much for playing 140 miles per hour, the best result so far and in quite a while in a single normal Super Cyclone Challenge game. That was Ryan, otherwise known as Monsoon Jr., on the Super Cyclone Challenge. If you
I guess that penguin back there is a good luck charm.
Oh, where is it?
It right there on the closet shelf.
Oh yes, there it is.
Penguin plushie.
Hey, there we go. Thanks very much for taking part. And if you want to take part on a future episode of the Super Cyclone Challenge, next season will probably end up being in the late part of the year and would probably end up opening applications around October time. So look out for that later on this year. But for the time being, we've got all of our other contestants lined up for the upcoming episodes. But that's it from us tonight. Really good game there. Hoping for more during this series, and we'll see you again soon on the Super Cyclone Challenge. Good night.